Alright, this is Module 4, Lesson 19, Homework Help. Convert your answers to as a mixed number if possible. Alright, so in order to understand this, we need to know the relationship between inches to feet. So we have 12 inches equals 1 foot. Or 1 foot equals 12 inches. Either way works. Okay, but today we're going to be looking at it a certain way. We have to think about inches there's 9. I did it wrong. Okay, so there's 12 here, and that's 1 foot, and we have to figure out what 1 inch is. Well, it's 1 out of 12. So 1 inch is 1/12. So 5 inches, 5 inches is equal to 5 times 1 inch, is 1 inch, which is equal to 5 times 1/12, which is equal to 5/12 of a foot. Okay, so we have 5/12 of a foot. Oops. Let me make this a little thinner as our answer here. Now it does say mixed number if possible. We have to know when to change it into a mixed number. I already know that this is going to be a mixed number because 13 is more than 12. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing as we did on the left, but we're going to do 13 inches is equal to 13 times 1 inch, and we're going to convert that 1 inch into 1/12 of a foot. I forgot to put that on the other one. There it is. It's 1/12 of a foot. Alright, so now I'm going to have 13/12, and hopefully you can see that that's 1 and 1/12. If you don't know why it's 1 and 1/12, I'll show you over here. 13/12, we can decompose it into 12/12 and 1/12. And of course we know that 12/12 is equal to 1. Alright, so now we're going from ounces to pounds. The part that we need to understand is that 16 ounces is equal to 1 pound. Alright, so we're going to say 9 ounces is equal to 9 times 1 ounce, and then it's 9 times 1/16, because we have 16 here, and 1/16 1 ounce is equal to 1/16 of a pound. So can we cross cancel? Nope, 9 and 16 aren't related, so we're going to just go 9 over 16. Answer is 9/16. Again, same thing. Here we know that this is over 16, so I know this is going to be a mixed number. So I'm going to go 18 ounces is equal to 18 times 1 ounce. And again, I forgot to do it, so this time I'll do it. 18 times 1/16 of a pound. I'm going to handwrite it so that you can see the difference. It's not a 1. So now we have 18 over 16. Oops, 16. Now, if I wanted to do it ahead of time, I could have done 18 times 1/16, I know both of them can be divided by 2, and I would have a 9 and an 8. And then it would become 9/8. All right, so this is going to be 1 and 2/16, or 1 and 1/8. So that's where my 9/8 comes into play, 1 and 1/8. All right. Okay, so I'm doing that quickly, but hopefully you understand the whole concept. 18/16, again, 18 divided by 16 will equal 1. Subtract the 16, and I'll be left with 2. So the 2 becomes my new numerator, and my 16 comes from the divisor over here. Okay, so it's 1 and 2/16. We can also divide both of these by 2 to get 2 2's to get 1 and 1/8. All right, moving on. We have that one as an example for yards. 1/3 of a yard. A foot is 1/3 of a yard. So let's go to inches. We already did a lot of inches, so let's go ahead and work on this. 5 inches is equal to 5 times 1 inch, which is equal to 5 times 1/12 of a foot. We learned that from up there. And our answer is 5/12. Wait, we already did that. I think we did that last time. Yes, right up there. All right. All right, we have 7 ounces to pounds. 7 ounces, again, we already know this one. It goes to 7 times 1 ounce, which is equal to 7 times 1/16 of an ounce. I said the word of. All right, and that gives us 7/16. It looks like your answers over here are going to be mixed numbers. All right, so we have the 7/16 here. Okay, here we go. Pint to quarts. Hopefully you know that 1 pint is equal to how many quarts? If you said 4, you're wrong. Okay, we're looking at pints to quarts. If you don't know, look it up in your science notebook, or also in your module, it's going to show you as well. Okay. So what we have is there's 2 pints in 1 quart. 1 pint, excuse me, what was I using before? Let me check something real quick. 1 pint. Oops, I went too far, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to say 2 pints equals 1 quart. I was just making sure I was doing it the right way. All right, so now I have 1 pint is equal to 1 times 1 pint, which is equal to 1 times 1/2 of a quart. How do I know that? You basically put this one on top and this one on the bottom. Same thing over here. We have 16 ounces is equal to 1 pound. So we have the 1 on the top and the 16 on the bottom. All right, 1 times 1/2 is 1/2. So our answer here is 1/2 of a quart. All right, I'm going to check something real quick to make sure I'm not going to do the work. I normally put a little sign saying I'm just going to start it out for you. Okay, so it does look like you have to do number 2. The number on the page, all of it. Okay, so we have Marty buys 12 ounces of granola. What fraction of a pound of granola did Marty buy? So we need to know that 16 ounces is equal to 1 pound. And leave it at. If the whole pound of granola costs $4, how much did Marty pay? All right, so now we get our fraction from up here. And we know that it's 12 ounces, so it's less than a pound, because a pound is 16 ounces. 12 ounces is less than 16 ounces, which is 1 pound. So whatever we get for our money is going to be less than $4, because the cost of a whole pound is equal to $4. So it's going to be less than $4. Okay? You might want to think about a tape diagram, handy dandy tape diagram. Okay? And we have 16ths. And all that's $4. We find out how much one of the 16th is costs, then we can find out how many 12 of them cost. Okay? Alright, so that's the help I'm going to give you. Oh, wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. If you act now, you get a bonus. Well, no, 4 is not a bonus, but I'm going to give it as a bonus help. The art teacher uses 1 quart of blue paint each month. In a year, how many gallons of paint will she use? 1 quart each month. Oh my gosh, is this that simple? Can't believe it's just that simple. I have to check, because if this is that simple, I'm just going to be laughing. All right. Well, oh wait, it isn't that simple. How many gallons? Okay, so there we go. There is a trick there, because we have a difference here. We have quarts and gallons. All right, so we know that the teacher uses 12 quarts for a year. And so we're going to use the same thing, knowing that a gallon, or there's 4 quarts, equals 1 gallon. All right? So we have 12 times 1 quart. We're going to change that to 1/4 of a gallon. And now I can cross cancel. I know that this goes 3 times, 4 goes in there 3 times, and this goes in 1 time. So my answer is actually going to be 3 gallons. Okay, so how many gallons of paint will she use? The teacher will use 3 gallons. Okay, for those of you that didn't get what I just did, so I'll do it again. This would be equal to 12/4. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. Okay, and it's gallons. All right, boys and girls. So in celebration of this last one, I'm going to make the bonus word milk. Most of us buy milk by the gallon, so I'm going to say milk is our bonus word. May the force be with you. Always